Hello everyone, good evening. My name is Agnes Onyekere-Jisu, and I'm really excited to, be hosting this today. And of course, every other Sunday. And I feel really excited because I had a very long break. Oh my God, yes, it was like 2, 3 weeks of no showing. But trust me, there's just a lot of things going on in the background so that we get to modify and amplify a lot of things for you, right? So if you're in the social impact space, you're an educator, you're a communicator, but mostly you're in the social impact space, I welcome you. This is the place to be. And of course, I'm always not alone on this platform. I usually have amazing people on the platform. And I'm really excited that I have one of those amazing people today to grace this virtual stage. And he's no other. Okay, so I usually don't introduce my guests. So I let them do the honors of introducing themselves. So, yes, over to you, sir.
Well, good evening, everyone. I'm Adeyanju Adeyola by name. I'm a teacher.
Apt, very apt and straight to the point. I like it. So I want you to walk us through the fact that we are in front of a genius who came up with a board game to help solve the problem of bullying in schools. Like, I need you to walk us through the fact that, okay, it was a problem you saw, a problem that you even experienced as a child in school, as a student. And then now, again, you're like, okay, I'm a teacher now. How do I help to solve this problem? And you went all the way to create a board game. So I want you to tell us what happened in between finding that problem and then creating a board game. Like, how did you come about a board game? Like, why wasn't it something else? Why wasn't it maybe a counseling club where you counsel the bullies not to bully again, or something? Like, what, like, specifically took you to a board game? Because I don't know, you that's why most times I feel like it's genius thinking, because I will personally not think of a board game, right? I would be like, okay, let's come up with something that will enable us maybe have a conversation. Let's call the bullies out or something. How come you came up with something? Because I think it's technical, to now sit down. How did you go about the idea of sitting down? Okay, this is what the board game will look like. Why board game? Why?
Okay. Thanks for that question. Maybe I should tell you this. I have a BS in educational technology.
Okay.
So
Now I'm
yes,
beginning to understand.
yes, I had a BS in educational technology. So part of the skills I learned in school in the university is how to design instructional materials. So I see that board game as an instructional materials for me, instead of me to just be shouting, do this, do this. So that game really, in fact, it communicates a lot to the students. So when I got to the school, like I said the other time, that I worked along with the case file of the students, the one that we have with the school counselor. So from the case file, I got to see different bullying cases there. I also interviewed my students. Some of the students, I interviewed them. So they said a lot about the bullying cases that happens in the hostel. I teach in a boarding school. Some things that happen in the hostel, both male hostel and the female hostel, they told me all those things. So I had to, put them down. I work along with my students and I fix those things in the board game. Now, on the board game, we have the bullying cases, different bullying issues on the board game. And likewise, we have the empathy side of it. Now, the idea is that when they are playing the game, when a student is like, the idea is like, someone that is playing a Ludo game. So when a student throws a die and move with the token, if the student land on a bullying issue, on that board game, that student will be reprimanded. There's a punishment for that. You stepped on someone without saying sorry. Do you get it now? It's a bullying act. So that student might be asked to move back based on the instruction of that board game. Do you get it? He might be asked to move back, to move some stairs back according to the instruction, based on the instruction there. And if a student lands on an empathy box there, that student will be rewarded. Do you get it now? Now the idea is that I've discovered that students learn a lot through game. So that game is just a means to unite the students, and instead of me to be going from one classroom to another to be telling them sensation about bullying issue, from that game they can get different bullying acts that is not good, that they should desist from. They'll get it from the board game.
The idea of like a monopoly, because I mean, talking about board games, right? So I would say I know how to play monopoly like as a champion, but the few times I played, I understand that, just like you mentioned, there are some decisions that you make, financial decisions that you make that will, either land you in jail or make you acquire properties, estates, and all that, and make you rich in the monopoly world, right?
Exactly.
So I'm just trying to say that as a player of monopoly, I
Okay.
understand that I have to invest well. I have to really watch out for my finances so that I'm making the right decisions. But again, I don't know if I would say that I'm applying that in my real life. Like after going out of the monopoly world, am I really applying those things in the game in my real life? And the answer is maybe no. I don't know, because I don't think I'm applying the monopoly. What would I call it now? The monopoly ideas. Maybe I am unconsciously. It's possible. Maybe I am unconsciously. So I want to ask if there are ways that you ensure that the children don't just play a game. They're just playing game and going like that, going. Are there things you do to ensure that you maybe reassure them or remind them that this is something that, even though it looks like you are playing game and having fun, that this is something that you're supposed to actually apply in your real life? Because people can actually just share law. They cannot play and go like this, right? So especially children. So how do you get to ensure that they remember that this is something that they should do in their lives, they should apply?
All right, thank you. You see, that game aspect is just one out of what we are doing in Bkind Initiative. So it's just a tool. It's just an innovative tool to combat bullying. Apart from that, we have the Wednesdays talks that we used to have during the extracurricular activities. So from there, we discuss about bullying. We call the bullies out on the assembly as well. So that game is just to engage the students, to let them, it's just a way of, giving them the idea of what bullying is all about, what bullying is not. So from the game, they will get different bullying acts that they should not do, and they get empathy act that they should do. Do you get it now? So from there, seeing those things, the students are now reporting bullying cases in this, unlike before that they keep it to themselves. Do you get it now? Now they are now coming out, they talk about it, and they now from there they learn that it's not good to be a bystander. Are you getting it now? So they communicate, they talk about it. So when they see somebody that is bullying, they will report that person. Even that person will know that, okay, I really bully. It's true that I bullied this person. And so far, from the report from the school counselor, we are really winning. Do you get it now? From the school counselor reports, there is 95% reduction in bullying cases in the school now. Due
Wow,
to,
wow,
yes,
wow.
yes,
Great. So I like something you mentioned, and the fact that it's just one aspect of like the entire solution, right?
Yes.
I'm seeing these board games as a way of you even creating awareness about bullying entirely. Like for the children, with the board games, they get to even realize that, oh, this thing this person did is actually bullying. There are certain things, it's hard for you to try to solve a problem when the people having the problem don't see it as a problem. It's going
Yes.
to be really hard. But I'm seeing this solution now for the board games. The board games now is like a very effective way of getting the children to understand what bullying even is. The things, the metrics, the things that are defined as bullying. That way they're able to identify, oh, this person bullied me. Oh, this is bullying. I shouldn't do this. So I think that's beautiful. Well done. So let's talk about the challenges you've had so far. What are the challenges that those things that have been in your way, from the very beginning till now? What has been the issues?
The major challenge that I think that I'm having right now is fund. Is fund. That's the major challenge we are having, because my plan is to get enough, more games. I want to produce more of the games and get it across other public schools in Lagos State, and by extension, we can go to other state, neighboring states too. So that's the major challenge we are having right now.
Great, great. Okay, so I want you to just finally tell us where you're really seeing Bkind Initiative going to. Like in a few years, what's your plan? How big do you want Bkind to be? So what's the plan in your head?
Okay, it's very simple. I plan to move it beyond my school, my present school right now. I want to get like the way Lagos State operates. I want it to get to the district first, the entire district where I am right now. I want it to go beyond my district to all the six educational districts in Lagos State. And from there, I want it to go to other states, partner with governments of other states, and get it across all the states in Nigeria. And if you can get it abroad, it's fine.
Great, great, great. Okay. So how can people find you? How can people support you?
They can always find me on social media. You can find me I'm on Facebook, I'm on LinkedIn, I'm on Twitter. So they can always find me there. They can just search for Adeyanju, Adeyola. That's my Twitter handle, that's my Facebook handle, and that's my LinkedIn handle as well.
Great. So if people want to support you, how can they do that?
They can reach out to me via my social media handle or through my phone number. I don't know if I can call my phone number here. I don't know. Can
Okay,
I?
I think social media is okay, I guess.
Okay.
They can always reach out on different platforms.
Yes. So from
Yeah.
there, they can reach out to me and we can connect.
Okay. So one last thing, what's your advice to young people who are like, I want to really go into the social impact space. I want to make impacts. I want to do this kind of thing. What's your advice to them?
Okay. My advice for them is very simple. The first one is they should not reinvent the wheel. Do you get it now? They should find their own niche. They should not do follow follow. If somebody is solving the issue of bullying, they should look for another problem to solve on their own. They should look with at the, they should look around themselves, their immediate environment. There is a particular problem that they should solve it. So they are welcome to the space of social innovation.
Oh, great, 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 great. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for, finding time to come. I really appreciate it. This has been amazing. Thank you. I'm sure people who are able to like go through just a few minutes of this will be like, okay, okay, this is beautiful. And whether or not I want to go into the social impact space, I have people that I want to look up to. So if this project is something that you would like to support, you're always welcome to reach out to him on social media platforms. I'm going to be tagging him on these posts, right? On the posts spread across social media platforms as well. So if you're looking at a social impact solution that is geared towards children, bullying, schools and all that, you're very welcome to follow him, to like, to support, and just do what you can. Thank you so much, and I think this is where we draw the curtain on today's episode.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you
you,
so much.
Agnes.
I appreciate.
Thank you for having me here. Thank you.
Thank you, and say hi to your students for me.
All right, David. I will.